And we are on air.
Hi guys, my name is Brianna, and today I'm going to be talking about how I write my songs. So let's get right into the video. Okay, first I'd like to say that this doesn't just mean the songs that are on my channel. This is just how I write songs in general, because yes, I do have a lot of songs that have yet to be posted on the internet, or might not ever be posted on the internet, because I've been writing songs for a very long time. Another thing I'd like to point out is that this video will be specifically talking about how I write songs on my ukulele. It is different, varying from instrument to instrument, or if I write it a cappella. So I want you guys to keep that in mind, and comment down below if you'd like me to make a similar video talking about different instruments and stuff like that. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to talk about all the different types of ways I write on my ukulele, whether that's by myself and the different ways I write on my own, or if that's with another person, whether it's an experienced music person or an inexperienced music person, and how that would change. So on my own, the way I write music does change and vary depending on how I'm feeling, what inspired me, what comes to me. So I will either, if I choose, like I think today, I'm gonna write a song today, and I come home and I decide to write a song. Normally the first thing I would do is just mess around on the uke a little bit and see if I could find some chords that I like. And once I find some chords, then I'll start to make a strumming pattern. I'll just make something up, and I'll just play around until I find something that I like. Sometimes that might change as I go, or I might find multiple strumming patterns, so I want to change as the song goes along, and then I'll start to write the lyrics. Or the alternative is I'll start by writing the lyrics and then find chords and a strumming pattern that matches. So that's basically what I do with the uke. So now I'm going to talk about how I write the lyrics. So when it comes time to writing the lyrics, normally what I do is I sit down and I decide what it is I'm going to be writing about first, which I might already know if I'm writing the song because something struck me, but if I just decided to write a song, I have to decide what to write about. So whether that's an event that happened, an emotion I'm feeling, or a person, I think about that feeling, event, emotion, person, and I write down any random words, phrases, or things that come to my mind when I think of that. Then I'll start to find similar things that match up with it. Half rhymes, same number of syllables, things like that. And when I'm writing on my own, I'm not really that structured, so I just kind of write what feels right and just put it all together as I go. Write some things out, get rid of them, things like that. And it's not really much to it. It's different every time, what order I go in, whether I write the chorus first, whether I even have a chorus, whether I write the verse first, if I have a bridge or not. It's different every single time, and I don't really keep my songs very structured unless I'm trying to write something different. So let's say, for example, I decide that I don't want to write in the style I've been writing. I want to try something new. Then I will physically sit there, write out a structure, how many verses, choruses, if there's a bridge, if there's an alternative chorus or a conclusion, my whole theme structure for my music. I'll write out time measure, chords, beats per measure, everything like that, and then I'll match my syllables to that, how many lines I'm gonna have, and I'll fit my song to match that. I don't do that too frequently because I often see that it feels a bit more forced, but I do that when I want to change things up a bit, make my music sound a little bit different. So that's pretty much how I write music when I'm by myself. Now, if you guys didn't quite understand what I was speaking about, comment down below if I should make a video not only just talking about how I write music, but teaching about the music methods and stuff like that. Because I'm going to talk about it a little bit right now, and I talk about writing music with other people, but it's a lot. So I do think it's quite interesting, but I don't know, comment down below if that's something you guys would be interested in learning. So next I'm going to be speaking about if I'm writing music with someone who is inexperienced with music, which I've done a couple times. I've tried writing with friends before, and most recently I'm trying to write a song with my dad. So it's quite interesting because they don't know anything about music. So their brains aren't working the same way as a musician's brain would. You can't just talk to them and be like, oh, which chords do you like? Do you like this strumming pattern? What time measure do you like? You can't skip all those steps like I normally would on my own. I just figure it out in my head and I don't even think about it. It just comes. I don't normally write out a structure. When I'm working with someone who doesn't know anything about music, you kind of have to write out a structure so they understand how the words have to go, how they have to match to the beat, how many syllables you need, so that they're not just like coming up with random words in their head that aren't going to fit. They can actually try to think of something that's going to match the beat and actually work properly, so that they can be a positive contributor to the song. Because it is possible for non-musicians to write music. You could not know how to sing, not know how to play an instrument, and still write a song. Anyone can write a song. It just might take a little longer, might need some help, might be difficult, but you could do it. So I have to lay out a structure for them, explain every aspect of that structure, and help them choose what type of structure they would be interested in, and teach them about time measures, show them different time measures so they can see which one they like better, and all of that. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about how that actually works, but if you guys are interested, I will make another video like I said. So from there, you will pick a structure with them, pick the chords with them. Obviously, I would have to play it for them because they can't play an instrument, but I'll play it for them and they'll help me choose a strumming pattern, and then it's time to do the lyrics. And I do a similar thing with them that I do on my own. I will have them think of any words, phrases that come to their mind about the topic we're writing about. Then from there, I'll help them try to fit it in where I think it would fit, and then I'll see if they like it, maybe change the words around a little bit. But I like to let them take control of the lyrics because I'm taking control of a lot of the musical aspects. So I will let them pick the lyrics they like. I will do my best to help it fit into the song so it sounds proper and correct. Now, if I'm doing the same thing but with someone who is a musician, or they play music, or they sing, or they just have some knowledge of music, songwriting, and how it works, I will not have to explain all that to them, so it'll be up to us whether we want to have a structure or not. I tend to like having a structure when it's multiple people writing a song because it's quite difficult to just mesh your thoughts together. So it helps to have a structure so you can see where your thoughts lie, where their thoughts lie, and how they can be combined. Also, another really cool thing that I tried a little bit with one of my friends, but I've yet to do and I really would like to do, is have two different instruments. If you're writing a song, you and someone else, you could each write an accompaniment on an instrument and then find lyrics and put it together. And I think that's really interesting, and I would love to try it out, maybe with some of my friends who play different instruments and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it. That's how I write music on my own with other people and whatnot. But if you guys want me to talk about music a little more, or what specifically you want to talk about, or if you don't know anything about music, what you would like to learn, comment it down below and maybe I'll make a video about it. But for now, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Happy VEDIM, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Mwah.